What is good, YouTube? So today I'm going to be going over AMC and Gamestop stock and why I believe they're on the way to make another high. But before I do get into why I believe that, make sure to go down and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, because I do update you guys on AMC and Gamestop stock every single day. So today was a green day for GameStop. We did end the day at $27.44, and we were just chilling at this $27 level throughout the majority of the day. In pre-market, obviously it did drop to $26 flat where it made a low, but as I talked about in my last video, it was a higher low than this previous low that we got here around $25.71. So as long as we don't break below $26, GameStop will continue in this uptrend. And I really don't believe we're going to break below $27 once again, maybe for a brief moment, but I do believe for the rest of the week, we are going to be in an upward trajectory going back towards $29. Now, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold. Right now, obviously the volume has died down for GameStop, but next week, it is going to get extremely volatile, especially with earnings coming out. I really do believe GameStop is going to announce some crazy stuff. Ryan Cohen's going to say something crazy that none of us were predicting. And everyone knows most of the time GameStop does drop on earnings. So I'm not going to go all in on calls, right before earnings, because more than likely it is going to fall. Just like AMC fell on earnings, even though it was a pretty good quarter, based on the past earnings results for both GameStop and AMC, normally it does fall. The weekly MACD is still bullish. It's the fourth week that it's been green now, and on the monthly it's just crossing the center line. It actually crossed last month, and this month it is going even higher. Now, the last time that this crossed was back in December. The following month, GameStop closed up 1,600%. So I do believe this month GameStop is going to get extremely volatile, and we're going to make some explosive moves to the upside, in my opinion. As for AMC, I did buy some $5 calls today while AMC was around $4.78, and we did hit a low of $4.77 today on really no bad news. We just got some amazing news. But obviously AMC does follow GameStop in this freaking corrupt market, but it is still looking bullish as well for AMC. We're still making higher highs and higher lows, just like on GameStop. I do believe this next rally, when GameStop starts to rally again, AMC will easily cross $5.19. And obviously the shorts don't want AMC to get to $5.66, because from there it's more than likely going to skyrocket based on the news that a bunch of its debt is going to turn to equity. Shorts do not want that to happen whatsoever. Jim Cramer's over here saying sell at freaking $6. That sick bastard's gonna burn in hell at the end of the day. And just like when GameStop broke out of this trend line, it had all these green indicators. AMC has the same exact thing, all these green indicators, nothing but green. We really just need volume to come back to AMC and GameStop. AMC only had 10 million shares traded, not too crazy. And GameStop did close above that center Bollinger Band. So in the beginning of the day, it was below it, but it closed above it. So we still haven't had it close below this center Bollinger Band, which is extremely bullish. We're still in the bullish territory, and there's nothing to worry about right now for GameStop. Obviously, if it does drop below $25.70, that's when you could start sweating a little. That's when you could be like, holy crap. But right now, it is still looking extremely bullish, guys. This guy said the Reddit GME prediction guy posted an update and is doubling down to an extent, saying that he's more than confident that GameStop is still repeating the pattern he found. He's now moved his fractal, including the November 29th and December 2nd dips, but is sticking to his original thesis. If for nothing else, I respect the guts of this guy to own up to his misses, but if anyone is following his predictions like his word is bond, then I have a bridge or banana to sell you. So these are the fractals that he pulled up. Obviously, we have the January 2021 fractal and the May fractal. This was obviously before the squeeze happened. And this guy said, yes, my predictions crashed and burned. The moment I started watching the chart this morning, I realized my mistake. Always keep in mind, this entire thing is a work in progress. Here is the error. So he did align the fractals from January and May to where we're at right now. November is the top one where we're at right now. And on these past two fractals, obviously there was a dip after it made a new high, and then it bounced right back up a couple of days later. So based on these fractals, we should be getting a move back to $29, back to $30 by the end of this week, if the fractals are playing out the same. This guy said GME, the sell-off stalled today, allowing shares to mount a minor rebound. If it regains the hourly EMA 200, the orange line, and holds tomorrow, we may see a trend reversal. Just my honest opinion based on the charts. So the EMA 200 is at $27.59, where we actually did bounce off today. $27.59 was our peak today before it dipped back down. So obviously they don't want it crossing the 200 EMA once again. But if we do break past that $27.59 level, then we can get back into this bullish momentum and start to go towards 28, 29, and 30. White Rabbit said it crossed above the 20 EMA. The RSI is still in the bull zone, and the price above the center line in the Bollinger Bands. So these are all just 3 bullish indicators, just flat out. Everything is still bullish about GameStop. Even though it had 2 huge red candles that scared a couple of people, there's nothing to be scared right now. Just some healthy pullback. You know, there's always pullback in any freaking stock, in any crypto. There's always going to be some pullback. Nothing goes just up forever. So right now, I mean, I'm not worried about a freaking thing. I still think this squeeze is coming very soon for both GameStop and AMC. This guy said, studying Roaring Kitty's charts, and it's clear that the party hasn't even started yet. You're telling me GameStop runs 30% over the past month on no news, guidance, no cat posts, etc., and there's nothing happening behind the scenes? Yes, there will be red days, boring days, psychological warfare days, but everything is lining up for what could be one of the most spectacular moments in market history. Not financial advice, just drawing green arrows and lines on a chart. So here he does have the weekly RSI pulled up, and as you guys see, back in January of 2021, the weekly RSI was just in an upward trajectory. As you guys see here, the same green line is drawn out in 2024, and it does look like it's repeating the same sequence. As you guys see, the RSI is just making higher highs and higher lows. So if we can bounce off this 61 level and go back to 70 on the weekly RSI, we definitely will be expecting a major squeeze. And it might not even happen this year, guys. We might get some explosive moves, but something is definitely building up. Whether it's going to happen this month, whether it's going to happen in 2025, I'm not sure, guys. All I know is it is coming, and there's nothing that the hedge funds can do to freaking stop this. As for AMC, you know, this article came out yesterday for AMC. AMC was still down 5% the following day, which was today. So yesterday, this article came out, said AMC Theaters welcomes more than 8.8 million moviegoers worldwide Wednesday through Sunday in the US. AMC sets Thanksgiving holiday period records for attendance, admissions revenue, food and beverage revenue, and total revenue. So on Friday, November 29th was AMC's highest total revenue, admissions plus food and beverage revenue, Friday of all time. Second busiest Friday of all time, and the second highest total revenue day in AMC history. So last Friday was the second highest grossing day in all of history for AMC. AMC continues to break records. Moana 2 is freaking smashing records. It's going to pass Inside Out 2. Just watch, guys. It's going to be freaking huge. And it's going to be a lot of money for AMC, which is why I don't believe AMC is going to be trading below $5 for long. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure being built at $5. The shorts do not want it to cross that $5 level. But like I said, there's nothing they can do to stop this. They might suppress it, but at the end of the day, that is just making the pressure build up even more. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what the heck are you guys doing? Make sure to go down and subscribe. I did mention in my last video, I did buy some $27 GameStop calls for this week. I more than likely will be closing them either tomorrow or the following day, depending on when this pump comes in for GameStop, that I do believe is going to happen in the next couple of days. It might not be a big pump, but with the weekly calls, I mean, a 3 or 5% gain is a huge gain in weekly calls. As for AMC, I did buy my 100 contracts back for December 20th $5 calls. I bought them around $25 a contract, and I do believe those contracts will make a big gain over the next couple of trading days. But I will keep you guys updated on what happens with AMC and GameStop stocks, so make sure to stay tuned on my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. As y'all know, I'm buying the dip.
Here we go, come on, push it, buying the dip.